2 Brigade Nigerian Army pledges to synergize with heads of federal establishments for effective service delivery. General Manager NTOU urges students of Holy Family School to engage in out-of-school learning activities. Plus, farmers in Cross River State receive support for commercial agriculture. Hello there, good evening, and thanks for joining us on NTOU News. My name is Clement Barikui, and don't forget that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103 and on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube. Federal establishments in Akwa Ibom State say they are determined to actualize the renewed hope agenda of the federal government. To this end, the establishment, under the auspices of Association of Heads of Federal Establishment, is seeking partnership with the 2 Brigade Nigerian Army. Emedion Umo was there and now reports.
The association is made up of all heads of federal government ministries, departments, and agencies in Akwa Ibom State. The purpose of this familiarization visit to the Nigerian Army 2 Brigade Akwa Ibom State is to acquaint the security arm with the workings of the association towards achieving the goals of the federal government. Chairman of the Association of Heads of Federal Establishment Akwa Ibom State, Udwak Obot, informed the Commander 2 Brigade Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Jafar Ibrahim, that the association is a platform where ideas are exchanged and solutions are preferred for the economic growth of the nation.
To see how we can deliver the plans and programs of federal government in the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, cascade it down to the common masses of Akwa Ibom State.
The Commander 2 Brigade assures the executives of the Association of the Heads of Federal Establishment of the Brigade's continuous support of the organization's objectives.
And I assure you it's a unanimous decision, which we have discussed several in several fora. So we will continue to maintain this. I assure you we will keenly be watching, because what touches other federal establishment touches us, affects us. It's not that we are not interested, we are going to focus and be doing our own intelligence surveillance on it.
There was a presentation to mark the partnership between the Nigerian Army 2 Brigade and the Association of Heads of Federal Establishments. In Uyo, Emedion Umo, NTA News.
Students have been advised to take their studies seriously and apply themselves to every out-of-school learning to enable them become responsible citizens in future. The General Manager of NTOU, Alice Ube, gave this advice when students of Holy Family College, Okwabak, visited NTOU on an excursion. Victoria Udofia has details.
Students of the Holy Family College on arrival at the NTA by the Principal Administrative Officer, Mfonobon Moffat, on behalf of the management of the station. Mr. Moffat enlightened the students on the history and mandate of the station, which is to protect African perspective and culture.
It's responsible for producing the programs you watch, okay? And of course, we have units. We have the co-producers, we have the editors, we have the directors, we have the camera units, etc.
The assistant manager, News and Current Affairs, Umar Bassi, briefed them on the processes of news writing and reporting, as well as editorial functions of a journalist, while Idore and Harry taught them the processes of sending TV signals from the transmitter to the various homes. The students expressed satisfaction with the visit and impact it will have on their career in future.
Coming here, we have been put through different sessions of classes, interactive sessions where we ask questions and we are asked questions, and upload and thanks and gratitude to the manager and administration of the place for giving us the convenience and the space to come and acquire more knowledge on the trip we have.
When going on an excursion, that is a learning trip, there are things we expect to see, and one of those things we a studio and other things which I've seen more than enough and more than what we expected to see. So standing here, I'm so glad to be here.
all the things done here are quite entertaining, and I am sure my students have so much to learn. And apart from what they are taught in the classrooms, this will go a long way to mold and shape them to becoming better persons in the future.
The students learned a lot because this is their first time of coming to a place like this. And I strongly believe that as they are here, that what they have learned, they have absorbed it, and they will use it. They will just tell others when they go back to school what they have learned here.
Holy Family College is located at Okwabag and admission is in progress in Uyo. Victoria Udofia, NTA News.
The Speaker, Akwa State House of Assembly, Udomo Otong, has acknowledged the contributions of female legislators towards making impactful laws for the benefit of Akwa people and other Nigerians. Mr. Otong made the remarks during an interactive session with Assembly correspondent in his office. Nsika Okon tells us more.
Findings reveal that before now the level of women participation in politics was not encouraging because women, due to societal norms, find themselves as full-time housewives while engaging in minor tasks such as trade, farming, among others. Today, the story is no longer the same as women are making significant contributions to the development of the country, breaking barriers and achieving equality. This quality of women are also seen in Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. There are 4 female legislators, and according to the Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udomo Otong, the female lawmakers are seriously competing with the male legislators in terms of raising motions and effective representation.
In Nigeria, we are the only state that have up to 4 female legislators in the entire country. And we are proud they are doing very well. They are doing very well. And by next dispensation, I think we will agitate for more.
Mr. Tong, while acknowledging their peaceful and humble dispositions, appreciates the role they play in their various committees, maintaining that the mandates given to them by their constituents are producing great results, describing them as mothers and great supporters of the 8th Assembly.
They are cooperating, they are working, they are team players in the system. So by next 9th Assembly, I think the women should ask for more. If Akwa Ibom can start becoming the leaders in the entire country, I think what other states will follow suit.
The Speaker is therefore calling on everyone to work together to create a world where women are valued, respected, and empowered. Nsika Okon, NTA News.
You are still watching NTA News. The news will return after this break. Stay with us.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water. Tested, trusted, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. For inquiries, call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
One passenger. Big auntie. Go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big aunty, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure because who no go?
No go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people then.
The body is made up of 60% of water. Mela table water provides good quality drinking water the body needs and is uniquely satisfying. Mela table water is produced and packaged by Amela Enterprises, Plot 80, Itam Industrial Area, Itu, Akwa Ibom State. It comes in sachet, 35, 50, 75 cl table water and dispensing jar. For inquiry and booking, call 0704 576 6325. Mela table water, naturally sourced and consumer friendly.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure because who no go? No go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Thank you for staying tuned. Now to the rest of our stories. The difficulties most farmers in Cross River State usually encounter in accessing loan facilities, improved seedlings, and other incentives to enhance commercial farming are gradually becoming a thing of the past, following various interventions made by the Cross River State government in the agricultural sector. These interventions are part of efforts of the state government to ensure food security and boost agricultural value chain in the state. Maureen Liu Ajom has details.
Considering the current economic reality in the country, stakeholders have continued to advocate the need to prioritize agriculture as the mainstay of the country's economy. And Cross River State has about 1.8 million hectares of arable land suitable for all sorts of agricultural purposes, as well as water resources for any form of agricultural development. Although these resources are yet to be fully harnessed, the good news is that the current administration of Governor Bassey II is resolute in its commitment to making commercial agriculture its focus and mainstay of the Cross River State's economy. The current administration has also commenced soil survey and fertility mapping of the state, with an aggressive elevation of the state oil palm production status.
If you do not know the nutrient status or the fertility status of soil, how do you even say you want to cultivate? I'm talking of for every form of agricultural productivity, whether livestock, whether crop production, whatever you want to do, you need to know the nutrient status of that soil. And so we decided to go beyond the manual conventional method, and we decided to deploy the best technology, making it digital.
Other interventions are in the launch and unveiling of 30 billion naira Commercial Agriculture Development Fund.
Project GROW is what you call a commercial agri credit guarantee fund scheme that seeks to close that financing gap. There are many gaps. We talked about soil information. There are many gaps, but one of the gaps is financing.
The government of the day also had approved the purchase of about 108 tractors, tri-tractors for mechanized farming.
With these interventions and many not mentioned here, stakeholders say farmers in Cross River State have a veritable opportunity to move from subsistence farming to commercial farming with the aim of boosting agricultural value chain for food sufficiency in the state and revenue generation for the country. In Calabar, Maureen Leo, Ajom, NTN News.
Residents of Afiaito Street, Mbiakot Drive, and other adjoining streets in Uyo are decrying the devastating impact of flood whenever it rains. Dianime Uko, who visited the area, report that the flood is posing serious threat to houses and livelihood.
This is the entrance to Mbiakot Drive by Afiaito Street. This is the exits, while these are the houses within the area. Whenever it rains, the residents are stuck as there is no way out. The situation is the same on Akaitiam, a road adjoining Udoumana where Akpanande Market is located, and Mbribiditam off Idoro Road. Residents and users attribute the situation to the construction of internal roads at Akpanande Market and field drainages.
Initially, it wasn't like this, but every infrastructural development that comes in has its gains and losses. Because this very road was on a high side, but when Afiaito Street was constructed, and at the same time this other side, they filled it, and this one now became steep.
Even though the rain is not very heavy, all the surrounding water that runs along the other roads will now pour into this place, and the place will be flooded.
That water that comes all the way from Udakpan and Obi Mo and Noikono, it passed through my house. It has pulled down the gate as you are seeing there, and this is the borehole. We cannot drink this water again.
They appeal to the state government to come to their aid.
I want the government to come and help us at least construct a good drainage system in the environment so that the erosion, the water can be taken out of the environment.
There's a land there that is not used. I believe if the government can help to compensate the owner or anything, a dam can be constructed there.
The government is trying, but people should also try, because a lot of people dump things in the gutter. The agency who is in charge of maintaining these things, they are trying, but if you drive around and see the way people dump things in gutter, it's not good.
Government, on its part, says it is working hard to mitigate the effect of flooding in the state.
The most important thing is that the government of Akwa Ibom State cares, is interested to ensure that lives and property in the state are saved and that Akwa Ibom people will live in peace.
Recall that the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, had earlier in the year released a report which listed Akwa Ibom among states which will experience heavy rainfall and flooding this year. Dianime Uko, NTA News.
That is our news this evening. Many thanks for being a part of it. I remain Clement Barikuin. Abasanyi Ekpenyong is standing by for the day's news translation. Good evening.
Brigade Nigerian Army ebengide meridiana keriembe adai woru fawotom idaningen
namutum fon e kamada wuru fogotum enti e uyo abo yang di to fong with Holy Family College esyong idem e pong idiong sa meto iwanke nkan Cross River ebo wamse kama namutum iwanke kamrusong ukangin mi komo mensi kamine yem kibibion kire basenya ikpeyon ya ikom bongin fon mi po medai wood ufogotum idangen e baga kestetemi enamisang e ka ufogotum ekoto 2 Brigade Nigerian Army manotoro eneme e baga nangadi e bidape uforo yenkori kidangen yakikub oyokombo ito kombo ngine mediomo
Ebogo Ekoto Association of Heads of Federal Establishments Ado Ebogo Ame Ikwawo ke mention sio ministry ke federal ebangake ndien ke Ebogo mi amwa senie mbono afat afyong manatoro eneme ebanga nkaiso ke mention sio ministry amwa ebangake ndien me Ikwawo ke begoro emayena misang Eka Nigerian Army 2 Brigade kesteremi manatoro amma ekenien neme me kamba we kondo adai wore bogoro udwak obot ama adoko ekamba we kong Brigadier General Jafar Ibrahim mention sion dutum amimo isiki niere anyo boken dutomomi ase nwam arikan bokeben ufuro yenkot arobio ekamba we kongodo ama akub inemesere banga anyo bo kembi mo ibisuki kaka iso adikan bo kiminam yak ufuru aso ngora ke aruna mamma eke na mmadụ ekamba awekong Brigadier General Jafar Ibrahim amano adaiwood ke Association of Heads of Federal Establishments eno mi kuyo emediomo akwambak NTA
Mkpo kufong wit nte kpankpo nko esiong idem ekpong idiong dok yensanga bayini isomo fon ekamba dai wuru fogutum NTA mali sugbe ake no itemami iragan dito fong wit ekoto Holy Family College okwobak eke sanga ke ediu fogutum NTA uyo yagi kop mboko mfon
ete fon fata kedan siki bommo mfon ine ekedi wago fogutum NTA uyo ete mofat amatang onondito fong with Holy Family College na ke tongo fogutum min koro yubonum po fogutum NTA uyo kini udiana adai wood ke nkan serempo ebanga lutum ukombok ma umo basedet akena mammo ediongo mempo senanga ke nkan ukombok ado ete idorien Harry amanam ammo eni ifyok ebanga na esienam yakafuro woko nadot ekerse kaiso adon sikidan dito fong with usong ete Emmanuel Akpan ama wuri nemeset anyungo komo fogutum NTA uyo nangeno ammo ufang adisanga ndi ufong were mi Holy Family College ada ke kuobak nko ari namari dad mendi to fong with nsan ku fong with mfon fonos kwa kaiso mi ku fogutum NTA
akwai bam tembong yen atridom bubie yor so songo ke mkwangutong minke basi hay kweyo asere